Hi there. In today's mini masterclass, I'm going to talk about an important question that many of you have. What time should my baby's bedtime be? And before we dive into the specifics, let's understand how much sleep your baby needs. Now, it's important to remember that every baby is different, so these are just general guidelines, and they're the average amount of sleep that children take. A 3-month-old is sleeping for 9 hours at night and 5¼ hours during the day. A 6-month-old is sleeping for 10 hours at night and 3¾ hours during the day. An 8-month-old is sleeping for the same amount at night, 10 hours, but getting a little less during the day at 3½ hours. At 12 months, 10¼ hours at night and 2½ hours during the day. 18 months, 10 hours at night and 2 hours during the day. And that's also the same for 2-year-olds. Notice how in no age group is the average a 12-hour night. Though there are some children who will sleep for 12 hours at night, the majority are not. So what time should your child's bedtime be? You want to take a look at how much sleep your child needs at night, the time that they need to be up in the morning, and the time that you would like them to go to bed. And we want to balance all of these. If your child needs 10 hours sleep at night, getting them to bed at 6 p.m. is going to make for a really, really early morning, and you're probably not going to find that that works for you. If your child needs to be up at 6 a.m., so you've got plenty of time to get them ready and to daycare on time, a late bedtime is not going to work so well either. If possible, we want your child to naturally wake in the morning and not be woken by you. This means that they are getting a good amount of nighttime sleep. If you do need to wake them, it does mean that they need more sleep and actually going to bed earlier may be in order. Would you rather have more time in the evening or to sleep in? If you'd rather have time in the evening, an earlier bedtime is for you, but if you'd rather sleep in the morning, a slightly later bedtime might work for your family. And there's also something else that may help determine your child's bedtime. Most children come into a natural lull sometime between 7 and 8 o'clock, and this can make bedtime so much easier. Your child's probably going to have an easier time getting to sleep, falling asleep, and remaining asleep if you aim for that bedtime between 7 and 8 p.m. Your child will have their own natural rhythm of their own awake sleep cycle. And though we may be able to change this a little, if you're trying to get them to bed too early and they're just not in nighttime sleepy mode, you are going to struggle. Trying to find that balance is key. What time does your child go to bed each night? Do they have an easy time falling asleep? Let me know in the comments.